Thank
Yes,
you
so
for thank you for coming up on the call. Thank you, mommy, for coming up on the call.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you.
Sorry for the little delay. I was actually having a network
Miss
problem.
Alex.
Hmm?
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
was having a little network delay.
How are you doing today?
Well, I can see Mama there. Mama Comfort is there.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay. No, it's okay.
Yes,
I will.
yes.
It's all right. So, Naxi, how are you?
She's joining us.
Fine, I'm fine. Good
Okay.
afternoon.
It's nice to have you today.
My pleasure.
So, how have you been doing?
I've been doing great.
Okay, we'll talk about what you have been doing over the time. When the time comes, I'll come to you later.
All right.
Okay. The lady Forex boys.
Yeah, Mr. Alex.
Oh,
Nice to have you on the call.
so we are here again today, talking about
Yeah.
Forex. We can never get tired of talking about Forex until everyone that cares to listen and anyone that actually want to liberate his or herself from the shackle of poverty key into this sector that is very, very viable for everyone that is ready to make money. So welcome again on board. So let's, as our custom, quickly introduce yourself, then tell us a little about Forex, then I will bring in Nancy. So we'll talk.
Okay, thank you so much. Good day, everyone. I'm Shampipa, the Forest Lady Boss. You're all welcome to today's episode, of Let's Talk Forest. This our fifth episode, I think, Mr. Alex. I think this is our fifth episode.
Yeah, this is a few. Yeah, this is.
And basically, okay, that's fine. And basically, what we do here is to educate people on how the foreign exchange market works and how you can partake from this market. Guys, I tell you this and I lie you not, this market has large potentials. It has a lot of potentials that you can harness in this market. And this industry is a $6.6 trillion market on a daily transaction. So you should be trading Forex. You should be learning how to trade the foreign exchange market. It is bigger than the New York Stock Exchange market. The banks trade here. The hedge fund managers, interbanks, world banks. The last time I checked, our very own CBN threw in about $51.8 million into this foreign market, this foreign exchange market. That was like in September 2020, this year. We have the high net worth individuals trading in this space. We have the likes of Donald Trump, we have Warren Buffett, we have Robert Kiyosaki, our own Aliko Dangote, we have Tony Elumelu, we have Wale Adenuga, and a whole lot of them play in this space. They are trading in this industry. So you and I can't sit on the fence. We can't sit on the fence. We must partake in trading this market, in learning this skill. So the message we have today is simple. It's simple and clear. What anyone can do, everyone can do. So you should be learning how to trade in this market, because we are here to handhold you, and make you become an expert trader. That's what we do in our company. And today we have a 400 level student, Nancy, who came in a total rookie, and she's a super trader and trainer today. All she did was to go through the learning process. She was willing to be teachable and coachable. And today I can state categorically that Nancy is trading well. She's still learning, because we are all students always. So, Mr. Alex, take it away, sir.
So thank you very much for your analysis, for your education, for your encouragement. So now let me bring in Nancy. Hello, Nancy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
So how has the trading been so far so good?
It has been great.
Okay, can you let's start from the basics now. I want to hear your story. Actually, how you I remember you shared it sometime in our last program, but today we're actually going to give you more time to tell us how you started, how you came, how you had contact with your mentor, and what arose your interest and every other thing, and your challenges, your frustrations, and everything. I want to hear everything all.
All right, thank you. So, how I started, actually, it all started one day, one evening, while I was driving with a friend, and we heard over the radio where a certain lady was talking about forex trading, and she was talking about how lucrative it is and how she's able to make like $100 daily from trading forex. So I think that was Mrs. Dupe that was actually talking on that radio that day. So it caught my interest, and I decided to go for the seminar that she was actually advertising. And I went there, and they said everything they said. Everything seemed really good. So I decided, yes, I want to take this opportunity. The main reason why I decided to take the opportunity was obviously because of the money, because nobody would not want to make $100 daily or not
Really,
be
yeah.
able to make $100. Actually, very interesting. So I took the opportunity, but then I actually didn't see into the fact that I had to I had to first of all devote time, resources, and energy into learning the process before actually looking at the profit. Because what actually drove me in was the profit, obviously. In fact, most Nigerians that actually develop interest for forex trading is all because of the money. Probably after you might have seen like all these Instagram traders parading cars and flashy houses and all that, and you just want to be like them in 24 hours. So that was one of the things that actually drove my interest. But along the line, I realized that it wasn't going to actually play out the way I envisioned it in my mind. So there have to be a step that I'll have to take first before getting to that point. So initially, it actually was, it seemed really difficult. It seemed like something I was not going to be able to do. So I almost gave up at some points, thanks to people around me, like Shampepe, who kept on, pushing me and encouraging me to keep working and keep learning. Most of the times, I would actually lie to her that I was still going through the education or learning. Meanwhile, I was absolutely losing interest. But then she kept on, encouraging me to keep on learning the skill sets. That's what she would always say. So I decided, well, this thing it has a great future. If I'm able to acquire the skill, I see a great future with it. So why not sacrifice the millions that I want to make in 24 hours and just, give all the time, my resources and energy into learning the process. So I picked up from where I left off. I started again. I started studying and practicing on demo accounts, studying and studying more and studying more. While I was studying, I refused myself from actually trading live. I refused myself from actually trading live because there's this affinity that people have with starting your forex journey and you already funded a life account because you want to make the money. That is still the money mindset in you. So if you want to totally kill that money mindset, then just remove your mind from funding accounts the moment you start learning, because it has never been the money before the skill. In everything that we do in this life, in every form of skill that one tries to acquire, it has never been the money before the skill. It's always the skill before the money. So if you let the money get in the way of the skill, it is going to distract you. So I decided to kill that distraction and just put in time, effort into learning the skill. And I can say today that that decision actually paid off. It is the reason why I can, confidently analyze the market and be able to take trades on my own, not based on another person's analysis or another
Predictions, analysis,
person's
yeah.
bias. Yes. So I took time to acquire the skill. And I can say that yes, today it is paying off, and I'm still learning. Of course, I'm still learning. In fact, it never ends. Learning never ends in this
You're a
space.
student always. When it comes to Forex, you learn and learn and learn and learn. There are new methods to learn every day. So now let's talk.
Exactly. So
Let's talk a little bit about your frustration, because you said there was a time you wanted to give up, and what led to that? Was it because the money wasn't coming the way you expected, or the process become too cumbersome, or looks too cumbersome that you don't think maybe this thing is not my thing?
okay. The reason I wanted to give up, or I actually gave up then, my frustrations were one, the whole thing looks really difficult. I mean, when you open the Forex chart, I didn't even know a thing about what all those candlesticks were. Those things really looked really alien to me. It felt like a graph that I'll have to study, and it looked really difficult. It looked really difficult. So I didn't just see myself. I didn't just see myself being able to grasp all those things, all those new concepts. So it was one of the reasons why I wanted to give up. And then the second reason was when I started, I funded a life account in the beginning. It was part of the process of starting with um, the company that I started with. I
IML.
funded a life account. I was supposed to copy trades and pay and pick money from me. Yes. So, but it wasn't just working out for me because, okay, sometimes I would, just after you learn that you buy when the market is going up and you sell when the market is going down, you just decide to just sell because you see the market going up, going down, or you decide to buy because you see the market going up, expecting it to actually play out that way, since that is, supposedly the norms. But then I didn't know that it doesn't just work that way. That the market is going up doesn't mean you just buy whenever you please. There are some type of reactions and behaviors that the market, you know, play out even on its way going up. So I decided to play some trades on my own without following the trade calls. And most of the times it always goes south. I kept on losing. And all these things just made it really frustrating. Imagine having in mind to make $100 a day every day, and then you're not even able
You are
to make
losing.
10. Exactly. You're not even able to make 10. So it was really frustrating. And all these things just made me really say, no, this shit, I don't think this shit was actually for me. I don't think it's actually for me. So I almost gave up because of those reasons.
So when did you finally make up your mind and said, I'm going to learn whatever it takes for me to be on this market?
Okay, that was around August 2018. Around August 2018. Then I was back in school. I left Abuja. I was back in school. So I had this friend and classmate who was actually he started learning Forex. So he was now telling me about how, the learning process, how it's going on his end. I was like, is it not this thing that I tried to do one time? I remember I tried to learn it, but the thing seemed difficult. So he was like, why not just give it a try again? So I decided, okay, let me try one more time. By the way, the Forex market is actually very liquid, so you can actually make one rich. So I decided to try again. That was when I started in 2018. I started learning. At some point, I took breaks, which I was not supposed to
Supposed to.
take. I took breaks, and then later on, somewhere that I'd already left off because I've probably forgotten them. So I started officially in 2018, and then this year 2020 was when everything became better, yeah, so to say. This was when everything became better, when school vacated and the corona everything started.
Yeah.
So I had nothing to do. I was confined in my house, so I had all the time to myself to refine my
Learn the
approach and
process.
learn new strategies. Yes.
So so far so good. Now, what will you say about you when it comes to? Will you tell yourself, yes, I have get to a point where I don't think I can go back when it comes to Forex?
Of course, of course. Who would get to this level? Who would spend this much time learning something? go back on it again, unless my village people are probably calling my name somewhere. No, I can never go back on this one. I can never go back on this one.
Do you ever think you will go this far when you started?
I didn't ever think I would go this far. Honestly, I didn't think I would go this far because of the spirit, the mindset I started with. Nobody goes far with that kind of mindset. So I was never anticipating that I was going to go this far. I always, felt like worst comes to worst, I'll just pay for signals and be trading people's signals. So it's a win-win. But then I realized that it's not a win-win.
It's not a
Trading
win-win.
people's signals doesn't make me a forex
A
trader. I'm
forex
not.
trader.
I shouldn't brag of being a forex trader when I can't analyze the market and trade on my own. So that is it.
Okay, I will get back to you. Let me bring Mother Comfort on board. She's there. She's looking at me right now. Hello, madam. How are you?
I'm fine.
So, how is today?
Well, today is well. Today is fine. Everything is going on well.
Actually, when we're planning the program by next week, that we're going to bring you on board because I think the last statement Nancy made was talking about mindset. It actually has nothing to do with age or how young or how old you are. It's talking about mindset. So I think by next week, the same Tuesday, we are actually going to talk more. You're going to talk to people who think I'm too young, I'm too old, or I don't have what it takes for me to be a forex trader. I hope you'll be available to avail of those informations, man.
Definitely, I will.
It's all right. Thank
I
you
will
very
be
much, man. Thank you very much, man. So, Lady B,
Yes, Mr. Alex.
so you have heard it all. So, how did you feel about Nancy knowing that you mentored her all through this time?
I'm super proud of Nancy, and I'm amazed. Yeah, I'm really amazed at how far she can go. I'm really amazed because it's somebody that is she's teachable and coachable. She is willing to unlearn what she has learned. Though what happened to her initially, it's a normal thing that happens to people when they come into this industry. When you're coming into a terrain that is absolutely strange to you, it gets you terrified and you're scared. So even me, when I started trading forex, that's why whenever I talk, I always give thanks to my mentors, Dr. Mrs. Dupel Salo and Chairman Buki Oshinowo, for not giving up on me. Till today, they've not given up on me. At a point in this market, I was just feeling this thing is not for me. Let me do something else. But I was asking myself again, where I am coming from, is it better than what I'm seeing? So, and they kept encouraging me. They told me this thing, and it made a whole lot of sense to me. They said, if one person has succeeded in trading in this forex market, that means you too can succeed. So what anyone can do, everyone can do. So that kept me going. And again, whenever I look back at where I'm coming from, I'll tell myself that it's either I win or I win, because there's no going back. There's no going back. I can never go back, to going, just jumping from one place to the other, looking for contracts, going to schools, parastatals, and stuff like that. And this is an opportunity that you can just sit at the comfort of your home. If you know how to trade this market, you mustn't go out. You can sit at home, with your smartphone, with your good internet. You know how to analyze charts. While others are laboring outside, you are busy cashing out once you know what you're doing. So whenever I see Nancy, I'm super, super excited about, everything about her and how she's going, how she's pushing. She's pushing. She just keeps pushing, because like I tell everyone that cares to listen, we are students always. You keep learning, you keep improving, you keep honing your skills, because all you need to do here is to learn. The more you learn, the more you earn. Yesterday, we had one of our educators on the IM, DL Woods. He made over $100,000. So he shared a story. He did a motivational Monday yesterday, sharing his story. His stories, if you hear his story, it was so rough when he started. He even told us how he blew over $100,000 account. He just kept blowing accounts. He just kept blowing accounts. He now had to tell himself that, okay, enough of over leveraging and enough of trying to get rich quick. What I need to do is to go back to learning. Don't over leverage, be disciplined. You have to be disciplined. He said something. He said you have to discipline your way to success. I caught that when he said that you have to discipline your way to success. So if you think riches come overnight, there's no success that is accidental. People worked their way through to the top. So all you need to do is to be patient with the process, and everyone learn at their own pace. So it is not a competition. This market is not where you come in and you are thinking is a competition. Somebody might have been trading for years and has the results. Somebody else might have been trading also for years without no result. So you don't have to compete with anybody. All you need to do, just do your work. And I tell people, if you don't put in the work, there's a limit to what we can do. But if you put in the work, we can also help you. But if you come in and just fold your hands thinking that we'll do everything for you, then it's not going to work like that. A lot of people have come thinking that you will do everything for them. It is not possible. And I tell people, if you want to be a very good trader, you must learn how to analyze charts. We have a platform that teaches you everything. We have a platform that teaches you everything that you need to know. So why not stick to the learning process? Leverage on the shoulders of giants, people that have gone ahead of you. Leverage on their shoulders. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. What happens is this: most times people come in and want to reinvent the wheel, and whenever they do that, you see that they crash. So there's no point trying to reinvent the wheel. Just leverage, stand on the shoulders of giants, and the rest will become history.
It's nice having you again today. That is all we can take today. So next week we'll be featuring Madam Comfort on this program. She's going to tell us her own experience and what she have been able to acquire all this while. She promised to be with us next week, Tuesday, by the grace of God. And I also look forward to seeing Nancy on the platform again next week. Hello, Nancy. Are you still there? Yeah, you're still there.
Yes, I'm here.
So still look forward to seeing you again. And you bring other people on board to Forex. As you're cashing in, let most of your friends come and cash in also, so that both of you can be friends. They say best of the same feather flocks together. When you are making the money, they're not making the money. They're going to be a parasite to you, and you're not going to like it.
That's true. That's true.
It's all right. So I'll see you again next week, Tuesday, same time. Thank you very much, and God bless you for spending your time with us.
Thank you, Alex, for bringing me up on the call. And to Nancy, just keep doing what you're doing. The top is where we all belong to.